Today's soap is going to be a 1 pound batch because I'm almost out of coconut oil. The unique additive we are putting in the soap today is beet juice. Why? Because I made something that had beets in it. And instead of dumping it or just drinking it or cooking it into what I was making, I thought, I'm going to put this in soap. And so that's what we're going to do today. I don't know what'll happen. I don't know what benefits there would be. It's more of one of those, hey, there's beet juice in this soap type thing. Really, I want to try it, you know. The fragrance oil I'm going to use is called Orchid Fruit. It is a custom blend, as fancy soapers like to say, but it was just a combination of oils to have one less jar on the shelf, basically. Not really sure how it's going to behave. I don't know what the mixture is, except I do know the orchid fragrance oil because I did use that once in the past. And I don't like florals on their own, so maybe having this fruit mixed in will help it. So, beet juice orchid flower soap. Uncolored because I just want to see what the beet juice is going to do. I figured I'd just film all of my process and then we'll edit it a little bit so that it's not too much measuring and scraping of the bowls. So, first of all, the oil with the most weight to it is going to be the lard. As I mentioned, we're doing a 1 pound batch today. I get comments on like some of my much older videos. It's rare that I get comments in general, but I'll get these comments from much older videos. And there's these demanding people that are like, recipe please. And I actually kind of ignore those comments because I don't even remember the recipe anymore. It's an old video. But if you're just begging for the recipe, you better take some notes. So I'm not going to spell it out for you in the description, but I am going to go ahead and say it out loud. And you can get your pen and paper out if you just want this oh so important recipe that I just made up. You know how easy it is to get a soap recipe online? You know how easy it is to make your own soap recipe? And you're way more proud of your own recipe. This is all the coconut oil I have left. There's 8 ounces in here, but we only need 5. Oh dear. See, it's gotten cold since my last video. We need something with a little more power. See how much this is. We're looking for 5 ounces of coconut. 5 ounces. Now we got 3 ounces in here. I better change my special little tag, my special duct tape tag. Next, olive oil. 2.5 ounces. Make up your mind, scale. Look at the scale. Okay, okay, whatever. 2.5 ounces. Holy smokes. And you can't even take it back. I added a whole extra ounce. Well, you know how I'm going to remedy this? I'm just going to keep the olive oil as my super fat. Super fat sounds like an insult. I need to find a new phrase. So there's not actually going to be any castor in this. We're doing 3.25. 0.25. Wait, I'm at a really weird angle. It's hard to write. 3.25 ounces. So no castor today. It's a new recipe. What? Good thing you're here taking notes. This is super rare. You're never going to see this again. That is all of our oils. Next, we need to do our lye. I'm planning to melt the oils with the lye, which is my least favorite thing to do. But I don't want to waste propane heating it. I might switch to hot process soap making for the winter. What do you think about that? Just because I don't have a microwave and I'm not in any kind of a hurry to get a microwave, and we are managing just fine without that lovely luxury of a microwave. But it alters the way you think about reheating food, and I just don't want to, I'm saving that propane for heating the house more than heating my oils. So 2.3 ounces. Here we go. That's perfect. Especially since this scale has a a bit of a, oh, it has a hard time with decision making. Okay, now, because here's my beet juice. I'm not actually sure how much beet juice I have. And I don't want to use that in the lye. I should see how much beet juice I have. That's what I want to do first. Because then I can compensate with the water. We have, oh, isn't it beautiful? 3.6 ounces of beet juice. I'm going to do equal parts water and lye here then. So since there's 2.3 ounces of lye in here, I'm going to do probably about 2.5 ounces of water. Yeah, just enough to dissolve it. Where are my gloves? Why do I have an issue with this? I think I'm going to go ahead and just pour it in here. We're going to start just a little bit more. But I want this to be hot. Doesn't seem like enough liquid, does it? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, we're going to stir this for a little bit. I don't think we're going to get melted like I want to. I got a feeling this isn't going to work like I want it to. Whoa, it's turning green. Every time I do this, I feel like it's a mistake. Every single time. I always feel like this was a mistake. I don't like heat transfer method. It's not even a method, it's just a decision. I've never had a good experience. And I know I shouldn't have added the olive oil yet. I wonder if the stick blender will work on those coconut oils. You checking on me, Jackie? I know, I need to be checked on, don't I? It's like mashed potatoes. The fake ones, instant potato. Okay, well, now I'm gonna add in this beet juice. I'm very curious if it'll keep any of the color. That's the big thing here. I'm guessing no or barely, or it's gonna be brown. Those are my thoughts. Looks like strawberry shortcake. Whoa, look at it changing colors. Weird. Yeah, all the red I think is gonna turn. Nope, we're not gonna keep any of our red. Wow. Turned into like butter. It's beautiful though. Just isn't red. Too bad, huh? Look how pretty it could have been. Just look how pretty it could have been. I don't have any mica laying around, do I? Orchid fruit. Some sort of mixture I made. I have a feeling it's going to accelerate, and this is already, you know, like it is. Because orchid is a floral. Florals, I think I've used this before, and I think it did accelerate. So, since this is a 1 pound batch, I put a half an ounce. What am I weighing it on? That's a good question. Oh, on my scale. Okay, thank you. We want a half an ounce of fragrance oil. Register the small ounceage. I'm just filling it with bubbles. It's gonna be the most bubbliest soap you'll ever use. I should have brought mica in preparation for the beet juice to turn brown. I was actually expecting brown, but I should have known that it wasn't gonna keep its color. Everything natural that you put in soap basically turns brown. Oh look, it's still pourable. Oh, it looks like delicious queso. Look at that. Oh, I'm in the way. I'm getting the best view. I don't know what view you're getting. not a very good one. Let me move. Oh, isn't it a beautiful yellow? I don't know if this fragrance oil will discolor. You know how they do. Every time I've made soap in this 1 pound mold, it's always been too much. So this is literally for 16 ounces. Kind of misleading, because those 2 pound molds, those hold, oh, those have plenty of space in them. This one is like, well, I said it was a 1 pound mold type thing, when it's, you know, literally 1 pound of 0. Never mind. You either know what I'm saying or you don't. Do a little. Okay, this back in the mold because it's still pretty. It's not liquid. It keeps its form, if formed. I'm gonna try to get it in the mold square, and then I'll try to do something. Today we're having 30-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. Yeah, it's windy out there. When I went out there to take care of the chickens and haul some trash, oh, I was getting blown all over the place. I had to tell that wind to back off because I got some work to do. I'm going to wait a little bit on that. Let it sit there for just a little bit. And then swirl it. Well, I'm tired of waiting. It's probably been like 2 minutes. And I'm just like, I just want to finish this soap. So I'm just going to do a little bit of swirling. Oh, it got thicker. Okay, good. We'll do a little of this. I'm making it up at this very second. I'm not pretending like I'm somehow intelligent with what I'm doing. Just want a little interest in there, you know? Just a little bit of interest, because it's overflowing. That's pretty good. Looking forward to the cut. It's going to be so fancy on the inside. This is 2 days later. Comes right out. Lovely. Can you believe there's beet juice in here? Kind of hard to tell, huh? Bring this over here. I'm going to lower you. Very pure looking. I like that. I like that in a bar of soap. What a nice color. Looks like, it still looks like butter. Now, why would I add beet juice? I don't know, I didn't look it up. I should have looked it up. And a couple, I mean 3. Great. Very good. Simple and pure and lovely. I know I've said this in the past, but I also know you haven't seen every one of my videos. Simple, uncolored, or simple, just plain soaps are actually some of my favorite soaps to use. The fragrance is good. It's not overwhelmingly floral. It has a hint of whatever the fruity fragrances I added, and it smells very nice. I would call it feminine still, though. But that doesn't mean a man can't like it, and you could totally use it. Because men smell flowers and like it, don't they? Looking forward to trying out this beet soap, beet juice soap. So, thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you for the next batch.